Let's have a new conversation. Welcome to episode 2 of the God Buzz. I'm your host, Ricki, and I'm so excited to share with you a conversation that I just had with my very dear friend, Willow Heinz, who is now in Spain walking the Camino de Santiago. So I just first wanted to come on real quick and just say how humbled I am by just being able to continually connect with others who have the same desire as I do to experience consistent peace and joy and expansion in the mind and live a life that feels filled with purpose and love. And connecting with Willow I was trying to just kind of not connect with her because I know she's on this big fat journey in the middle of these vast countries and vineyards, and there's a lot of transformations happening in the mind, and for all of us that's what's happening. But we go through cycles of deep inner just depression, anxiety, fear, and I've been through several of those with Willow, and it just feels so beautiful to see each other come on the other side of these huge transformations. I feel humble. I feel like I have a community of people that I no longer live with, but they're all over the world, where we can connect and share our experiences of waking up each day and seeing that even after everything we've experienced and been through, that we really wake up each day knowing that we don't know anything, and that state of mind has brought us the most joy, to wake up and pray saying thank you for my life, and what a gift it is just to be alive, and give me my daily bread and show me where to go, what to do, what to say. It's like, live through me, love. I want love to speak through me, walk through me, talk through me, move through me. So there's just a deep desire to allow the heart to open up more fully and let these new experiences come in and take these leaps of faith. I mean, we wait for so long sometimes. We wait upon the Lord, waiting to be shown our next step. And I'll share a song with you at the end of the show that talks about my experience of just feeling like things never moved. I was just in this place where I was ready for something new for so long, and actually I waited so long that I never thought things would change. And from there, I literally went into a spiritual community for 7 years, and it was a huge step. And it's just, God, it was actually a step that I never thought I would take, and I knew it wasn't me that planned it, because it was so out of the box for me to do anything like that. I wasn't a spiritual person. So all of these experiences, I feel, are for us to come out of the boxes that we've put ourselves into and really expand into this agape love. And just, it's been a beautiful experience for me to be with and fall in love with people I never would have given the time of day to, or even thought that I would have anything in common with. But we all have something in common, and that is that we all want to be loved, and we all want to feel love, and we all want to give love. And it's who we are, and we want to experience that fully. So, one of the things that helps me to feel that is to have conversations with others that are on the same path of wanting the same things. Heart-opening love. So I'm so grateful that I got to have this conversation and share it with you today with my good friend Willow. And I'll share that with you, followed by a song that I wrote years back called Wait Here. Thank you so much, and enjoy. Willow Heinz, are you there?
I'm here.
Wow, it looks great. You look great. Okay, speak again so I can see you again.
I'm here.
Oh my goodness.
Check, check, 1, 2, check, check.
There she is. There she is. It's such a joy to talk to you because I've been trying to not talk to you because I know that you're on an adventure of a lifetime and you're with the vastness of God and nature. But recently we did start talking again, and I just had this thought to have you on the second episode of my new talk show, The God Buzz. And it just feels so perfect because, you've been talking about going on this Camino walk for a long time. I mean, because I went years ago, 3 years ago, when I was in Holland for 2 weeks. It was short, but it was a big deal. It was a major communing with God and nature. And but you've been talking about doing the entire thing, and you're a real walker and a real athlete. And I'm really interested in knowing for myself, and I know that there are many ones out there that want to know too, because you've been going back and forth with wanting to go. And the doubt thought was, from what I remember that we talked about, but you can clarify. The doubt thoughts were, how can I quit working for months at a time and just go country to country walking and communing with God and nature? Is that responsible? Should I go with somebody? Should I go alone? And is it guided? All these questions. And then next thing I knew, you were going. And it was I have goosebumps just saying it, because you were going and it was always going to happen. We always knew it was going to happen. And you're there, and you're not kind of doing it. You did the whole Camino, and you're still walking right now, and you've completed the Camino, and I'm dying to know, and everyone else is too. What's it been like to take that leap of faith and just do it, and then to finish it and keep doing it from what I hear from your voice, there's no concern about lack of money. There's just new adventures, being open to what's next in any form. So inquiring minds want to know what's happening, Willow Heinz.
Oh my God. Let me just say, first of all, thank you. And I love you so much. I love your enthusiasm. I love that you are telling your story in a very authentic way, because that's what we need to heal the world, to just be seen and heard from our place of truth. So thank you for just supporting me and loving me and having me on here. That's awesome. So I can remember back, well, really most of my life, I've always been operating from this place of lack. Like, I need to work, I need to make money. I was always a bit nervous of letting go of this job or this idea that I needed to always be in charge. And it has been a gentle unwinding. And I think really the last 6 months, I got tired of hearing myself in the lack conversation, because I could sense how the fear and the doubt was running my life and keeping me small. So the Camino I've always wanted to do a long walk since I was 19 years old, and every year was always found a reason not to do it. And this year was the time. And I think, coupled with this being sick and tired of hearing myself in that lack story, and coupled with just my experience of trusting my inner guidance and really having the evidence given to me again and again through different symbols that I am always provided for, that I'm free of limits, that I am safe. And the Camino I was like, okay, this is the time to do it. And I think I got to a point where my desire and my passion outweighed the fear. And the voice inside my heart, it was so loud, and it longed deeply for this experience of trust and connection, and I couldn't not do it. So I took the leap, and it brought up all kinds of fear and still a lot of doubt, and but I just knew I had to do it. So yeah, I would say from the beginning of this journey, the worry around finances, it has not even entered my mind, girl. Like, I'm just in the moment. I don't even think about it anymore. And not that I'm living frivolously, but I feel free from that pattern of smallness, and I feel like the trip has really strengthened my resilience in not only seeming the physical vessel, but really more importantly, it's strengthened my resilience and trusting the inspiration and the intuitive guidance. And I feel like I've just been walking in grace, and you know, I again am provided for, and it just keeps showing up in ways that makes sense to me, that convince me, like, yep, girl, you're on the right track. So it's been incredible, and I don't know what I'm doing, but I feel guided. I feel guided every step of the way, and I wouldn't say that I know how to be a nomad or a long distance walker, or uh and that's actually probably the best place to be, is to not know what I'm doing. But that feeling of, wow, I trust this inner voice, this inner guidance, this inner drive that says just keep trusting in what you're hearing, and that's what keeps me feeling really abundant. It's
Wow.
not the money.
Wow. Okay. So here's what I'm hearing, because I've spoken with you a few times on the journey, and every time I text or talk to you, it feels like you're just getting happier and happier and happier. And what I was hearing while you were sharing was that you've experienced your whole lifetime since you were 19 wanting to do this walk, but there was just these beliefs and lack that were blocking the way, and the decision to go and follow your dream was the answer to healing the belief in lack, because there are no sacrifices when you follow your heart. This is such a beautiful lesson that you're sharing with us here, because
Mhm.
it took a lifetime of getting the courage up to go because of these lack thoughts. And once you went, it healed the lack thoughts. I'm just finding that amazing right now.
I think that what you can plug in whatever phrase you want. I really want to learn to cook. I really want to learn to play the trombone. I really want to hike the Camino de Santiago. Whatever that really strong, loud desire is that keeps coming back around in the heart. To me, that is guidance. That is the spirit saying, pay attention, listen. It doesn't matter what the backdrop is. It doesn't matter if I'm here in Spain, or if I'm there in Mexico, or if I'm scrubbing a toilet in Illinois. The most important part is, am I listening to my heart? Am I following those desires? And I think, yes, exactly, that is what is lifting me out of this small conversation that I can't, I shouldn't, I don't know how, I don't have the money. I feel like that the happy dream is learning how to navigate away from all those doubt thoughts into this space of, holy crap, I'm going to take this big leap.
Willow, you have something very profound to share with everyone. From what you just said was, it doesn't matter what it is for you or for anyone out there, but whatever that thing that has been niggling at you your entire
Mm,
life, that's on your heart to do, that is the battle we're facing. Am I going to follow my heart?
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think that there's a real simplicity in it, that it doesn't, okay. So for me, I used to think, and sometimes I still do, I compare what's going on for somebody outside externally. Social media is such a powerful platform to tempt us into thinking that our life isn't big enough. So I used to compare what I'm seeing and thinking, oh, I'm not enough, that my life isn't important enough, spiritual enough. It's just not enough. So what I'm discovering is, uh, that's all a bunch of baloney, and that just the simple fact that we are alive and breathing is enough, is more than enough. That we are so adored by this presence that is around us and available to us all the time, and that really only wants us to be happy. I think that is so flippin' cool. So then it like levels this playing field that we see. And again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing. Are you happy? Are you listening to those subtle prompts that say, hey, stop when you're checking out your groceries, stop and talk to the checkout person and really be present with them and engage with them. Our purpose here is to love each other and to witness each other. So it can happen anywhere at any time. It doesn't have to be this ginormous hike, but wow, what a cool, happy dream. Like this is my backdrop. Okay, I totally accept it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's different for all of us.
Yeah, it's different for all of us. We're all in different seeming form situations, but all you're saying, Willow, and this is important. This is it, y'all. This is the key to everything. It is be happy right now with whatever is in front of you. And it cannot be that you are to be where you are not.
Yeah. Girl, what you just said, it kind of reminds me of this phrase that I've been carrying around, which is like everything plays out exactly as it's meant to play out. If it was meant to be any different, then it would. So when I remember that, I can relax, that I haven't screwed anything up. I haven't made any mistakes, that every conversation and person that I've met has been good timing.
It is true that for most, when you go in the middle of nature alone and there's nothing but you and God, that an awakening moment is more available to you. And I have always found this to be true for myself in those moments where we also face death. And when you're on the Camino, you face fear a lot because sometimes you don't get to your destination before dark and you're not sure when the next place to sleep is going to hit, and you're in the middle of a country that you're not familiar with. And there are moments of, I could die out here. Not a lot of them. There's people everywhere, but they do come to mind. These are the journeys that get you closer to your source, because it's just you and your source out there. And I an attitude of that.
Yeah. I mean, I think that the Camino the infrastructure is really helpful, but I get what you're saying in that, yeah, I think for me, it was getting out of my comfort zone. Like leaving Mexico for this trip, I was so comfortable and I had everything just how I wanted it. And I had a lot of clients and everything was just how I wanted it. So to leave that felt like this fear of loss. And at the time, I couldn't grasp how I was going to survive. I mean, it seemed extreme, but that's what comes up in the mind. Like if I let go of what I know and I take this big leap into the unknown, I'll disappear.
But you did it anyway.
But well, yeah, well, that's it. That's it. And that's what I guess, if there's a message in here that I would tease out, it would be, you have a prompt, you have a calling in your heart that has been with you, that keeps coming back around, and you keep shutting it down. I call it the ego shutdown. Oh, I want a piece of candy. No, you're on a diet. Oh, I want to go hike the Camino. No, you don't have enough money. You can't do it. You don't know what you're doing. I say, screw that. Like, just trust, take the leap, because that inner prompt, that inner desire is the spirit saying, you can have it all. Don't stop playing small. Like, take the big leap, and there will be many, many, many nets and hands and arms that will embrace you before you ever even hit the ground. And you've known me now for many years, and you've seen me go through a lot of different processes. And I would say the last 5 years have been a very intense, committed, hardworking phase, where I was excavating a lot of old patterns and beliefs. And there were times that I was terrified and broken and just really going through the darkness. So the Camino to me absolutely symbolizes a walk into worthiness and a celebration, where now I have the space and the capacity inside of my heart to say thank you, and mean it and feel it in my bones, because I have been through the fire. I have been on the floor. I have felt completely alone. And I can now embrace that, and I can look people in the eye and I can be present with them, because I have been present and gentle with myself, and I have surrounded myself with people like you that have held me in those times and have encouraged me all along, sometimes slapped me on the ass and said, stop it and go. What are you doing? Why are you playing small? Why are you doing this small thing again? What are you doing? But that's exactly what's needed, because again, we just are addicted to this littleness, and it just keeps coming up in my mind. And so it's all a backdrop, it's all a symbol. Walking into Santiago, honestly, I saw the first glimpse of the city and I was like, meh. Like, oh my God, what they say about it's all about the journey, not the destination.
Oh my God.
I really felt that coming into Santiago. It's like this huge expectation. And now, granted, walking through the tunnel and coming into the cathedral, I was very emotional and it was a beautiful experience. But really, having left Santiago and now being out on the coast here in Spain and walking by myself for the last 3 or 4 days, it's exactly what I needed to just integrate and process and be in that quiet. And fascinatingly enough, sitting in a hotel room and not moving has been really hard, because there's constant motion and the ego wants to come in and pull at my peace and say, I'm missing out on something. I should be moving. I've been in that limbo place a lot, and I used to feel really uncomfortable. And I still sometimes struggle with the discomfort of feeling like I don't know what's happening next. And what I'm discovering is that the limbo phase is just as exquisite as when the clarity drops in. Like, I guess I look at it from a visual standpoint, where I'm in this limbo space and time where I have no idea what's going on. I don't know where I am. And I used to freak out about that, but now I'm learning to relax into the limbo, into the not knowing, because again, when that clarity is meant to drop in, it'll drop in. And so I have just been practicing reinforcing that space of trust. Beautiful. In the not knowing. Does that make sense? So
no, whole lesson, the whole lesson is, can we be serene and peaceful and yet still vulnerable and open in that unknown? Can we get comfortable there? Because Spirit wants to take us through the rest of our time here in the unknown, because we're always going to be guided moment by moment. And we can't ever just say, I'm here, I found my home, when we have a journey of openness to his plan in every moment.
Yeah. I got this, I don't know if you can see it, but essentially it says, follow your heart. And I got it tattooed on my wrist. So if anything, I would say, follow your heart, follow your joy, trust it, that, you are worthy to follow your joy. You are provided for, you are safe. And I say you, I mean all of us. I lump myself into that. And just, I have so much love and gratitude for you and the community, and just the outpouring of support and encouragement, because we don't heal alone, and we know this. And so my taking steps is, we're all taking the steps together. We're doing this together, energetically, physically, doesn't matter. We're in it to win it.
Oh, thank you so much. Willow Heinz, a demonstration that you can do anything that your heart has desired its entire life. You can do it all. And it leads to everything you've ever wanted. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. It's so beautiful to connect with you and to have you on the show. Thank you.
Thank you. I love you so much.
Love you too, Willow.
Thank you for shining.
Stay in touch. Let me know when you get to
I will.
Bye. not to this life, to struggling and fighting, to just getting by, screaming. Where is the love I'm made of? Where is the love I'm made of? So I ask for some courage, and I separate the false from the truth. I lay fear down beside me. I say, you got no proof. Ooh, is this love I'm made of? How is this love I'm made of? My memory is clouded. How do I remember who I am? I'm going to wait here. I'm going to wait here. I'm not going anywhere. Tell me, what is forgiveness? 'Cause I can't see through this darkness. But somewhere in here, light lives. There lies the love I'm made of. There lies the love I'm made of. My memory is clouded. How do I remember who I am? I'm going to wait here. I'm going to wait here. I'm not going anywhere. Till I understand insanity. Till I get some answers. Until I'm free. Till I make peace with all of these opposites. Until I'm free. I'm going to wait here. I'm going to wait here. Yeah. I'm going to wait here. I'm going to wait here. I'm not going anywhere. Let this love take over.